What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Our Streamers Cheaters. Today we are going to be discussing a Facebook gaming streamer. This guy goes by the name of CONNERDOSE. We actually did a video in the past about CONNERDOSE where he was clearly up to no good. There was a video put out where he tried to debunk everything that I claimed within my video, and it didn't make sense. It was almost like he was just trying to manipulate whatever viewers he could, and maybe it worked for some of them. However, since then he's had his account permanently banned, which we then made a video about, where he actually showcased a fake Activision email, which he decided to forge, where there was complete and utter ridiculous spelling mistakes within that. However, since then, it seems to have been brushed under the rug and people have forgot that CONNERDOSE was up to no good. However, he put a post out yesterday on his Facebook gaming page explaining that he's been shadow banned. Let's go and take a look at that now. Okay, so the first thing we are actually going to point out on this whole CONNERDOSE situation is that he's on a brand new account. So he's live streaming to his audience on a brand new account. It's account level 6. We will zoom in on that now. You can see it here. fb.gg CONNERDOSE, account level 6. How many times do you think he's going to get away with something like this? It's happened now twice that he's been shadow banned, and once he's been permanently banned. Why? Why does it keep happening to him? First of all, we are going to go and read the post that he actually put out as to why he believes he was shadow banned. And for those who don't remember, this is his gaming page, CONNERDOSE. We scroll down and we look, and he's actually being partnered, okay? So CONNERDOSE is a Facebook gaming partner with 25,386 people who follow his page. Scroll down a little bit, and there's a post right here which says, "What up, DTN/Dojo? Before we go live tonight, I want to update y'all that my account has been shadow banned, in brackets, temporarily suspended. I can only assume it was from our high kill games. Makes no sense how I should be, but to think of mass reporting because of that mass amount of in-game spectators while pushing kills. I guess people don't see that a melee playstyle in COD can be legit even with a backcam to prove it. But until then, I'll be on another account while Activision reviews my account. If it is a shadow ban and a temporary suspension, then the account shouldn't really need reviewing. It's like a 2-week process. If you just don't play on it, it will have the shadow ban lifted. However, this isn't the first time." Now, as you can see from his most recent gameplay, he's actually been playing with a camera showing his monitors. This is because he was actually shown with massive signs of wall hacks. The guy was literally calling people out he shouldn't have known were there. He was throwing stuns, flashes into positions where he shouldn't have known an enemy was, whilst only playing the game with Kali sticks and a riot shield. It's a playstyle some people do, and it's great for content. I do understand why someone would take that route and actually just use them weapons. You can see now that he's still using the same loadout that he was back in the day, but I bet you any money his kills have been hindered. Although, why is he being shadow banned? This is somebody who showed massive signs of wall hacks in the past, who has had a permanent ban in the past, who has had a previous shadow ban in the past, who is now shadow banned again. And you've got to ask yourself why that's happening. Why would this be happening to one person over and over again? Then you've got to ask yourself other questions like, can we see his whole setup in that? We're going to pause it here and zoom in on this now. Can we see his whole setup there? We can see the monitor he's using for the game. We can see a monitor on the left which looks like OBS software, and we can see on the right a third monitor, and we can't really see what's going on there. I'm going to guess that that is the chat. You can't see the chat on the left screen, so I'm guessing that's on the right screen. But you can't see the full screen on the left, and I'm not pinpointing things out. I'm not going to say anything because the fact that he's willing to actually put a camera behind him while he's playing the game is a big step forward. Something that Mutex has recently done also, but it's about having the full setup on that camera. If you want to be completely transparent with your audience, show your full setup. And then you've got to ask yourself, why is he still getting shadow banned when that's happening, when he's got a camera behind him? CONNERDOSE, in my eyes, is a cheater. I will say that. All the instances in the first video we put out were absolutely 100% wall hacks. There is no way he could understand the player positions the way he did unless he had and knowledge from a third-party software such as wall hacks, ESP, player box, player skeleton, or a 2D radar, or even a permanent UAV, which is actually a thing you can get now, okay? And it's been available for some time. So CONNERDOSE, once again, shadow banned, guys, and we will be keeping a very close eye on it. Now, our next order of business is we are actually going over to CodTracker.gg. We're already on it, and we're going to check out some of the stats. This is the difficult thing now. CONNERDOSE isn't somebody who is big enough for people to want to replicate them, to mimic them, or pretend to be them in the game. Okay, you understand that the likes of Symphony, Huskers, and people like that will have a lot of fans who want to name themselves Huskers, Symphony, and so on. So you understand that a lot of these top level streamers, when you see numerous Activision IDs, it could just be fans or even haters pretending to rage hack as them, which is something that happened to me. However, CONNERDOSE, when you go onto the CodTracker.gg and type in CONNERDOSE hashtag, comes up with 5 different Activision IDs. Now, as far as we are aware, he's had 1 permaban and 2 shadow bans. If that's the case, why is the 5 Activision IDs? We come across here, 2 seconds, and see the UAV he's just put up. It actually shows his Activision ID, which is 8303239. We come over here, 8303239. So this is the account. And this is the one that he's been using, okay? Something about this seems off. Am I right? 275 hours and 42 minutes playtime, 1,360 matches, 124 wins, prestige 17, level 127. Okay. Now this was actually on the 18th of June. Let's have a look at when the last match was actually played on this account. Overview. June 23rd, that was yesterday, 20 hours ago, Battle Royale solo, lobby KD 0.73, and his KD in that game was 16. So he was actually playing on this account yesterday. So what we'll do, we'll go back, we'll have a look now at the most recent stream that he's put out, which was 14 hours ago. Okay, now the unfortunate thing with this is that you can't actually see the Activision ID on this account. So what we are going to have to do is look at the stats here. Account level 6 on this account. So it's clearly not the one we're looking at here. So we'll go back to the search bar and we will type in CONNERDOSE and just test a couple of these out, okay? Let's check this one. That one's banned. Check this one. Prestige 13, level 4, and he last played on this account on June 22nd. Now this account is Prestige 13, level 4 though. So this is a little trick that I figured out as well. You can find out if people are buying accounts with camos and things unlocked on them as well. You scroll right back in the actual game history and you can actually tell whether or not the name has been changed, because if you buy an account that has a name and you change it to your name, no matter what name you change it to, if you go back into the search history of the games, then you will see what the name was called on that specific date when that game was played. So let's have a look at this one 1 month ago. CONNERDOSE, which means that he's had this account for some time, which means that he's actually rotating accounts, which is something a lot of people do when they're using undetected cheats. And these undetected cheats are literally undetected in the sense of what happens to engine owning. There is no actual ban waves through trace files being detected on certain cheat sites, okay? The only way you can actually get banned is through a shadow ban, and then you continue to cheat while shadow banned. But if you have numerous accounts and rotate through them like a lot of cheaters do. So now we found the one he was actually playing on, this account. But it's not a brand new account. Although he's claiming it to be a brand new account, it isn't. You can see he was playing on it on June 22nd. We go over here 14 hours ago. Okay, June 22nd. What we're going to do now, we're going to check out all of these other CONNERDOSE accounts on COD Tracker. So we've checked these 3 out here. We've got one here which actually looks like, oh, this looks like possibly his original account. There's no hashtag on the end of it. Warzone stats not found, incorrect name or private profile. Okay, that one's not found. So far, we've got 2 that weren't found, which usually is caused by either them putting their stats on private or being banned. level 20, prestige 2, or could this be the one that he's been playing on? Oh, look at that. CONNERDOSE today playing on this account. How many different accounts has he played on in the last 2 days? So far, that's 3 CONNERDOSE accounts with gameplay on from the last 2 days. So, is he getting banned or shadow banned on these accounts and just continuing to go through them and rotate through them? Let's have a look at the details. 279 hours, 44 minutes playtime with 894 matches. Again, another account with a shitload of wins on and a hell of a lot of playtime. So it's just seeming to me like he's had a handful of accounts that he's just rotating through. That's what it looks like so far to me. Let's search again. So this is the last one of the Activision IDs that we're searching now. Prestige 11, level 1. CONNERDOSE. Details. This looks to me like possibly his main account. 697 hours playtime and 57 minutes, 2,742 matches. Okay, let's have a look at the overview. Oh, this is the account that he got permanently banned. 3 months ago was the last game played on this. 3 months ago. And since 3 months ago, there are now 5 more Activision IDs under the name CONNERDOSE, all which have similar amount of wins, similar amount of playtime, and a couple of them which aren't showing up as stats, which means they've been hidden or banned. But we know that this account has been permanently banned, so it's still on show, so it could just be that he's hidden the other accounts. This is another way to show that somebody's up to no good, and I will tell you now, if somebody keeps getting shadow banned, the best way they can actually get around that is if they just keep rotating through accounts. And you can ask any rage hacker, there are many of them out there, they will tell you the exact same thing. If they get shadow banned, they just go on to the next account and just keep rotating through them. And there are so many videos out there and everything which actually demonstrate how to do this with ease. So it is definitely a high possibility that CONNERDOSE, the guy who got perma-banned, who's been shadow banned twice and publicly announced it, who forged an email from Activision to show his viewers that there was something wrong with his account when actually it was the fact that he got perma-banned. You got to start asking yourself, at what point do you stop believing the bullshit? Well, there we have it, guys. CONNERDOSE once again in a shadow banned situation. When things like this seem to happen to someone on a number of occasions, whether it be a shadow ban, a perma-ban, or whether or not their gameplay is just constantly suspicious, you've got to start asking yourselves, why is it like that? Why did they keep getting shadow banned? Why did they feel the need to forge an email from Activision with spelling mistakes in? CONNERDOSE once again caught up in some form of ban by Activision. If you did enjoy the video today, guys, be sure to hit that thumbs up and give the video a share. If you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. If you want to support the channel further, hit that blue join button today and become a member of the Triple B fam. And don't forget, guys, to follow me on Twitter at BadBoy Beaman. It's the best place for you guys to contact me about any streamers, no matter how big or small, if you believe they are cheating. Until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace!